everybody. This is the 24th of August. It's about 9:11 in the morning Eastern time. I do want to take a look at Bitcoin today. Before I get into it, I wanted to just mention, of course, not financial advice, not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, manage your own risk, doing your own research, and this is just my opinion on the market. So I'm going to make this, I know I always say I'm going to make this short and sweet, and it never is, so I apologize for that. But let's go ahead and get into the chart and just kind of take a look at this. I've just a blank chart here. Nothing going on in here. I do want to talk a little bit about what I think I see. Okay, so what I think I see from down here, I think I see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you could even get a little bit of subdivision in here as well. You can get like a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 5. You know, from here you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 3. So you know this looks pretty solid, right? I think this is pretty good for this right here. I think this is nice. Then we have a little bit of a correction. All right, so we've got a nice A, B, and a C. All right, I think that looks good as well. What I think this is, right here from down here, I think this is a 1, 2. What I don't know if it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or if this is an ABC. But one way or another, we should have a little higher to go. A little higher to go here. What's really going to be telling is how high we go, right? So we talk about this as well. First, let's take a good little fib on this guy from down here. I'm just going to keep this pretty compact. From down here to up here, and we rejected off the 50. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. You know, that's a good technical target for us to reject off of. So now that we know that that hit the 50, now let's just pull our trend-based fib extension tool, and let's again, we're going to go ahead and measure all this off, right? So let me just get that guy right there, and then we'll pull back to where we did our pullback. Now, from here, this is the key, right? So if we don't make it beyond, and this is going to be sitting here at about 11.9, we'll call it 11.940, 11.950. If we don't make it past there, you know, we really want this thing to come all the way up to about 12 to 12.1, right? Before we can actually see this thing moving our way back up to about 12.4, right? This is what we want to see for an impulse. So let me just change the degree on this to make this look a little more clear. And I'm going to change the color for contrast purposes. Okay, so that's what we want to see. All right, we want to see this. And to be quite honest, I can see a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. Again, on a smaller degree, right? So let's just take a look at this guy right here. I'm not going to go down to lower time frame, but from here, I can call this a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and then a 5, of course, on a smaller degree. I'm going to do that, change this back to yellow so it matches the degree from before. You know, the other thing that I can see here, not that this is extremely important, is from right here, this does look like a little bit of a triangle, right? So this looks good. Nice compression, and then expansion, and then we have our A, B, C. And then from there, we've got another 1, 2, 3, right? So this also looks good. So if this is a 1, 2, let's just see where this lands. Okay, so we're going to pull this guy from right here, go up here to the top, then we do our pullback. Wave 3, which we're still working on, should take us up to about, looks like just about 11.9, 11.9, 11.925. Okay, so again, on this guy right here, we've got a 1, a 2, a 3, should be up there, a 4, and then we go up higher for the 5. And let me just move this guy over because this is obviously not done yet. We want to see this happen. And again, that's going to be on a different degree, right? And change the color just slightly. All right, so we're working on wave 3, obviously. If this is a wave 3 at all, just to be clear. If this is going to be a wave 3, right, the cyan wave 3, if we're working on that, then we're working on wave 3 of the wave 3. All right, so we've got a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up here for this 3 wave right here. Then we do a little bit of a pullback. Maybe we come back and retest the same zone that we just recently had a rejection right there at about 11.8. and then we move higher. I know I'm continuing to move this thing out a little further. We don't know how long it's going to take for something like this to happen. And then we go down for the 4, maybe we come back down here and retest this prior resistance, retest that as support, and then we can move our way higher, right? As we were talking, move our way higher, go back and retest this. Maybe we don't quite get that high, maybe we stop at 12.3, okay? Very possible that that happens, that we get rejected right there. I tend to believe we're probably going to make our way back up a little bit higher, maybe to 12.4, okay? Maybe we go higher, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen this time around. I think we're going to have to wait a little while. Because once we complete this cycle, then we're probably going to pull back again, maybe back down to 12. Okay, maybe we pull back to 12 from there. I'm not going to continue to project the future because we don't know what the future holds. But what I can see here is that we've got a nice impulse, just as small as it is. It's a nice small impulse right here. 5 waves up, 3 waves down. Then we've got a little 5 wave up and then a little 3 wave down. So this looks good, right? This looks good for a good continuation move to the upside. I mean, it looks like it wants to continue moving higher. And until we can break through this, I would be a little skeptical if you're not already in, right? If you're on the Discord, gosh, I hope you're in. I hope you're in. We were talking about buying back here, okay? Near 11.5, we were talking about buying. And then even when we got up here, I was like, it's not too late. It's not too late to buy. And now here we are, okay? Well, here we are. We're trying to find some support right here where the 100 is. So finding some support here. We do see some signs that we have some resistance, but once we can push through 11.8, then I say that 11.9, 11.925 is likely coming up next. We do a little bit of a pullback, but ultimately I think we're going to be going higher. I think we're going to go higher. I would really, really like to see us break through 11.850. 11.850 is going to be a pretty big level for us to push through. If we can push through that, then I'll feel pretty good about this count, at least this upside count here. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Again, if you're not already in, I mean, obviously your risk is increased since this has already moved up. The better places to buy were back here on this pullback and then on this pullback. Those were the better places to get into to a long position or spot positions, right? Up here, I mean, the price is a couple $100 higher, which really in the grand scheme of things isn't a whole lot. Even if you take it from this pivot here up to where we're at right now, I mean, it's only 2.3%. It's not huge, right? Because ultimately I do think that we go higher, but I would be interested in buying pullbacks and not buying up here, right? If you're not already in a position. If you're looking to increase position, I would probably say the same thing. I would wait for a pullback, wait for this thing to go up to 11.9, 11.950, and then do a little bit of a pullback back to about 11.8. That's where I would be adding to my position. I wouldn't be doing it here because this thing can it could just roll over, right? Not that I think this is an ABC, 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 right? I don't think this is an ABC, ABC, ABC. I don't think it is, but it very well could be, right? So maybe we get stopped out. Maybe this is it. I don't know. I just don't feel like that's what's going to happen. If we do break down below 11.7, I would say 11.710 or so. If we do break that, I would say chances are that this is probably going to go down, right? So I would put stop losses at about 11.7, somewhere in that range. Give yourself a little bit of leeway, but I'd just be very careful. I'd be very careful buying right here because that 123.6 that we are hitting is valid for an ABC resistance. So just be careful for that. So, we've got our invalidation, which is going to be right here at about 11.7. We've got our upside target, which, ultimately we want to get ourselves up to about 12.1. If we can get up to 12, 12.1, I would say that we probably are going to get higher to about 12, 12.4. But until then, we have to wait and see how this resolves today, right? If we can do any correlation to the stock market, I mean, stocks are up today, right? Crypto is also up today. So are we just going to continue grinding up? That's the big question. All right, so I promised I would keep it short. I kept it at 10 minutes. I guess that's not too bad. If this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, good night, and a good